just gonna jump straight in and be honest with you. I didn't know what to film for this week's video. I didn't have a lot of inspiration, though we've been doing a lot of fun stuff. We've been spearfishing heaps, but our GoPro is completely broken, so I couldn't film any of that. Same for my water housing for my camera. And then I felt like, I'm always filming like day in the life, things like that. Cooking, house chores, coffee, building. So yeah, I was a little bit short of inspiration, and it had me feeling a little bit like meh. Not just that, there's also other things that has made that I've just felt like it's been a lot lately. So usually if I feel like that, I would maybe call a friend and go and have a coffee or do something fun, but I can't do that here unless I get Anne to bring me somewhere. But yeah, instead I thought I'd just make a coffee and have a little coffee chat with you. I also made some pineapple cake yesterday, so I have a little bit left over from that. Ah, smells so good. So I always want to portray life here as it really is. That's also what this channel is about. And yeah, sometimes feeling a bit bleh is part of it. As I said, I feel like there's been a lot going on. And I think it all started with around Christmas. I've been living here for 8 years, and I usually always go to Belgium around Christmas time. And I didn't this year. So this year, this was the first year I stayed here for Christmas and New Year's. And though it was really fun, there was a lot of crowds around, so we had a bunch of fun surf sessions and we did a lot of fun things. I did like kind of miss this winter. Usually winter is kind of like a time where you slow down and like go inwards a little bit, and I feel like I missed that. But yeah, I stayed here just because I'd just been in September and it's not cheap to fly to Europe for a few weeks. And then also because we were building the house and we're so close to finishing that I want to stay here to, yeah, try and finish our build, which we haven't done yet, but we're getting really close. And we got 3 extra guys to help us out with the building, which is super nice, and they're doing a really good job. But it is kind of extra overwhelming for me since we're an hour and a half away from the bigger village. So everyone who comes and works for us also has to live here and sleep here and eat here and everything. So naturally, just sharing your space with a lot more people can sometimes be a little bit more stressful or overwhelming. Even though they're super chilled out, yeah, I just kind of miss a little bit privacy at times. On top of that, I've been dealing with some like bad infections. Now they've just healed because I just took a course of antibiotics. It was just getting too bad. So it all started with one little infected mosquito bite, and the next day I woke up, it was all swollen and painful. And the next day I woke up again, there was another one, and it just kept spreading. Like every tiny cut or bite I had got infected. And I was trying to heal them for about a month. And every time I just healed one, there was another one popping up, getting infected. So yeah, I just took a course of antibiotics and it's all good now, but yeah, things like that just happen. I always feel like when that happens, it's like a sign. It's like a sign of my body saying, okay, it's been a bit too much. But yeah, that's all good now. But what we're having now, like we're really trying to get ahead with all the housework and finish the house. And I feel like everything we're trying to do, it's like we're getting pushed back. Like yesterday we were trying to put a shower screen in our bathroom, and we had to like drill holes in the tiles to put like kind of these clips in it to put the glass in. And our drill bit broke, and we only had one of those specific drill bits, and you can't buy them in the village, and even if you could, that would mean an hour and a half to drive there, another hour and a half to drive back, and like that's one day of work basically. But they don't even have that in these drill bits in the village. We have to order them from mainland Padang, and since a few weeks the passenger ferry has decided they're not taking any packages anymore. So the only chance we have to get stuff from the mainland is with the overnight ferry, which only comes once a week. On top of that, we don't have much signal, so when we want to try and order something from the mainland, we have to go out, go to another island, send a message, hope the guy from the shop is online, wait for an answer. So it usually takes a few days of going back and forth. And yeah, it's just such a waste of time, and it just makes things go so much slower. And that's just one example. We've also run out of sanding paper, and we broke our grinder, we broke a sanding machine, and we broke the drill bit. And it's all little things like that, but it all adds up because they're like tiny things, but it makes such an effort to actually fix them here, because you can't just drive to the hardware store and quickly buy a new one. And yeah, that just stresses me out sometimes, and it slows down the whole process quite a lot. Yeah, I don't want you to get this in like the wrong way or something. Definitely love living out here, but it's just sometimes it's hard. Like any place in the world, I feel like wherever you live, whatever you do, there's always upsides and downsides. And yeah, these are some of the downsides I experience here. And just yeah, these last few days I was just feeling really and a little bit over a lot of things. But I feel a lot better now talking to you. So thank you for that. And yeah, I actually booked a trip to go to Europe in May. So I'm excited for that. And I'm also excited for everything that's to come in the next few weeks. A few friends actually just got back from a trip, so I'm excited to see them again. We are finally getting our solar panels installed. There's been another delay, but I mean, we're totally fine with that actually, because we also have had our delays, as I was explaining earlier, so that's totally fine. But that's happening at the end of the month. All right, rant is over. Thanks for watching until here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I feel much better, and I hope you kind of enjoyed this little insight into the not so fun things of island life. If you did, just drop me a comment. I always like to connect with people in the comments. If you like this type of video, this kind of like coffee chats, then let me know and maybe I'll make some more. I don't know. Next video we're back to normal programming, so fun island life things. That was it for this video. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next one.